Welcome back to another episode of FU Fridays. To recap, last week we talked about getting from Man Crush Monday to FU Friday.
And how in those 2 dates were so extreme from one aspect to the next, one continuum to the next, and how we can be that way through this life. But what we're going to talk about today, it just really fires me up. It grinds my gears, as you say. It's when people think they know you because they see one aspect of you, one element of you, one personality, one situation. I mean, you
like on social media.
Social media, it's a great example.
So the highlight reel people, like the
or
like,
in social environment.
Yeah,
but social media is a great example.
Yeah, like social media, we only allow you to see what we allow you to see, and
what do I call them?
The highlight reel
and thin slice judgments.
Totally.
Right? That's what you get. A thin slice of me.
Yeah, and so when I'm thinking about like getting ready for today and this topic, I was reminded of an event that happened like 15 years ago.
No. You going there?
Yeah.
Okay, go there.
I thought you were stopping the camera. Okay. I thought he was going to silence me.
She's getting serious.
So like,
she's getting personal.
You like my shirt today?
Oh, church girl.
So I think that if you spend 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years with us, you know that we love us some Jesus and we go to church.
We go to church.
We go to church.
We go to church.
We might be partying with you till 5 a.m. Well, nowadays he's partying with you till 5 a.m. I'm asleep.
Not really.
At your house.
Not really.
But
we go to church.
But we go to church.
Nobody really goes to church anymore.
Or they watch it online and that's church.
No, we go to church.
Yeah, no, we physically get up and go to church.
All my life.
Yeah, and so, I was reminded of this event that happened because it really, really struck me 15 years ago, this month actually. And I thought about it because
we had a semi-platform.
Oh yeah, so we were preparing to get married.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the launch team of a church, and we were in leadership roles. And when I think about this time in our life, we, number one, all things considered, probably shouldn't have been given so much authority or, position, right? But, God's plan is always bigger than our own, right? So we did what we did, and we were participating in life the way we did 15 years ago, the way we still do, And we were at Fiesta. And we posted our pictures of us. I think we were even at Oyster Bake. And I remember posting pictures of the after party, which happened to be at my grandmother's house. And somebody from church took those pictures to the pastor and complained about our position and said, you know what, like Josh and Katrina aren't ready to be in ministry. They're still living this life, and really kind of wanted us to be reprimanded and things like that.
And I was like, sorry.
Yeah, you were really quick to apologize. And I was like,
sorry.
Bro, let's go. I was like,
I
don't have anything to apologize for.
No,
like,
I do.
I was like living my best life.
I always want to admit, like, there's always room for improvement. Yeah.
Yes, but we weren't doing anything wrong.
Right.
So I was like really fired up, and I wanted to punch some people. Like I wanted to confront this couple. I wanted to just really come at it from a very aggressive standpoint. And I kept thinking about who I am, right? Like everything inside of me.
You're ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm totally I'm a fighter. And I was thinking about my mom, because my mom went to church every Sunday. Rain, sleet, snow, shine, but she was religiously late. And so when I was a kid, I would be like, Mom, everybody's gonna see us, we can't be this late, come on, let's go, let's get to church. And she would be like, and what, Katrina, I'm not there for those people. That's between me and my Jesus. And so it was.
But she was there, right?
But she was there. But she was there. And so I was really like thinking about that experience in our life. And, I'm just like, how did we overcome that voice, like that opposition? Because it's not like that was like the first time we had experienced opposition, right? It's not.
No, I think what people do is they categorize, they generalize what you should be. And don't get me wrong, I believe there's some context for that, like Christians should act a certain way and be a certain way. But your mom showed up, and I think that is something to be proud about. And we show up, and we're always not so proud of that, but we know what we can bring right to the table. And I think there's some people out there who need to hear like that you show up, like just keep on going, because they probably have some of that.
I mean, we could probably sit here all day and talk about the judgments that people have on us, or the judgments that we have on other people. Like it's endless, and it probably goes both ways. I think about like people look at me and they're like, oh, they look at you and they're like, oh, you guys know 9 round? Like, Josh was none.
You said they look at you and then they look at me. Or you're saying you mean that for a fact?
Yeah. Okay. And they're
what do they say? Because I have something to say about that.
And they're like, oh, Josh, when do you train?
Yeah, like you own it, you're the owner.
And I'm like, what? I haven't seen Josh at 9 round.
There's more to that, though. Because what are your thoughts around that?
Because I'm sick, and I like to have some drinks, and I like to eat.
So I think there is
and there in the industry, there's like this.
There might be that thought.
Yeah.
I think also I'm a guy.
But maybe it's an internal thought, right? Like
for me.
For me.
Yeah, both. Yeah. There's that thought, but I think also people just assume a guy's in charge. Like, think of how many people are going through that right now out there.
I know. And last week Caleb was at the gym, and I said, "Oh, look, here comes the boss," referring to you. And Caleb goes, "No, Mom, he used to be the boss."
No, that's hilarious. But people do overgeneralize.
Yeah.
I was sharing that story with you. Should I tell them?
Yeah. That's good.
But this girl goes on a trip overseas. She's studying to be a doctor. She's from the U.S. Goes to a third world country and is taking a tour of a hospital. Mm-hmm. And you're with friends because you're always together studying. And so one of her friends is trying to get on the elevator she's on, but she's a ways away. And the friend sees her, and the elevator door is closing. This is crazy. The elevator door is closing. What's our natural reaction? The friend's like wave.
Like, stop.
Yeah. So
stick your hand out.
Sticks her foot.
Yeah.
In between the elevator door, like to try to stop it. The elevator door crushes her foot. Yeah. They have to hit the emergency stop button. They're prying the door open. Her foot is bleeding. She's got to get treatment. Terrible. And then the tour guide of that hospital looks at her and is like, "You're studying to be a doctor. How could you be so stupid?" And I don't think she was stupid. I don't think any of us who overgeneralize, who make judgments, are stupid. We're not ignorant. We're not stupid. We just get caught up in this generalization. We believe somebody who drinks, it can't be a leader. Somebody who, goes to fiesta or does this or does that. I'm not even talking about context of Christianity.
Right.
Let's take it out.
I think,
Christianity.
It's
just people like you think, oh, because you dress or do certain thing, like, I'm going to say something about you. I'm going to make a judgment on you.
Or put a label on you.
Or put a label on you.
Like, I think...
I'm more than that. And sometimes it's dangerous. Like her sticking her foot. That's harmful.
Yeah.
And we are harming ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're harming each other by doing this. And sometimes it's not harmful at all. It's just plain useless.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great example of that. of us knowing like when we need to really know when an opinion matters or not. I mean, you tell me,
So
right?
it's like sifting through the noise, right? Like what do you want to take from this versus like what do you want to ignore? And I think about that time in our life, 15 years ago.
Well, what do people say about you?
They're like, oh, she's so funny. Oh, she's so bubbly. Oh, she's so friendly.
Yeah.
We love Katrina. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I love you too, but I really effing hate people.
Oh, man.
And most people know that and they think I'm joking. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like I really do.
Yeah.
And it's not that I really don't hate all people, but I hate all people equally.
You're all equally hated.
But I do, I feel like it's so funny because if we allow people to put those labels that have negative connotation on us, like we sometimes miss out on all that God has in store for us.
Yeah.
And I think truly, I feel like that was such a pivotal point because we were really getting ready to commit to each other, in church, right? With, witnesses, and a lot of witnesses, and some people were cheering for us to get married. Some people were like, what are they going to do? When's the divorce? And it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
And
we're still at it.
Yeah, we're still at it. And I think about it because I'm like, okay, like if we had allowed that experience, and I'm grateful for that experience, and I'm grateful for those people who allowed us to experience that, right? Mm-hmm. Even though it was a negative judgment and things like that. And maybe they've evolved and maybe they still feel like this. But I'm truly, truly grateful for this experience because if we had not fought through that noise, we would have truly missed out on everything that we've gotten to experience with God, through God, that everything that he's wanted for us, over the last 15 years together, because we would have been like convicted in some way and we would have said, you know what, that's a terrible way to live and I'm not going to do that. Or I'm so unworthy. And I feel like somebody said to us, it probably was in church, but a long time ago, somebody said, God doesn't take the qualified, he qualifies the chosen. And I'm so grateful that God chose us, right? And continues to choose us and continues to give us a platform that we're able to really share our experiences. And I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to be honest and transparent with each other and others about things that we've encountered, because that is truly a fight, right? Like it's so, if we're thinking about like the F for this week is, for me, it's fighting through the noise, because I am a fighter, like naturally, like I have that innate fire in me to fight. If there was a fight or flight, I'm definitely fighting.
Yeah. No, I think so. And I agree. It's like, you just sometimes got to keep on moving, and you're going to hear criticism, like expect criticism. And I guess the thing that just hits me with a ton of bricks is that you generally get the loudest boos
from the cheapest
seats. And those are the people who are not there with you. They're not sacrificing with you. They don't know you as a person. They're really on the margin of your life. Don't give them so much weight because they haven't even paid for who you are, and they don't even know what you're about. So just keep on fighting, keep on doing what, not only God has called you to do, but what you should be doing. And I think, eventually you'll get to something, if not just learning more about yourself.
Totally. And if not, you can always say F you to
that. Because that's why we're here anyway. All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
We love you.
We're
coming next week
with another great topic. I'm super excited about.
We have a heavy topic next week. I hope you're ready. By the way, this is a sponsor.
We have a sponsor. Actually, we have two sponsors.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to say one of them?
Yes. So 9 Round Kickboxing is a proud sponsor of FU Friday.
The other sponsor is Modere. If you have any questions about 9 Round or Modere, just drop a line. We'll tell you all about it. We'll probably be sharing a little bit more about what both of those mean to us.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.